Brickken came to be. We're a tokenization platform that allows everybody to become a fractional ownership with minimal capital requirements. So, private markets dominate the world, yet they are highly inaccessible for the retail investor, which is the broad base. Just to put it into perspective, in 1997, there were around 8,000 IPOs performed, while in 2017, we were only around 4,000 IPOs. This means that it's actually getting harder for companies to reach the private markets and go public. And also during the private stages, they are having less and less valuations. On the other hand, let's put the perspective on the retail investors. It is highly accessible for them to reach sectors such as real estate, infrastructure, scarce and valuable resources, which in returns are uncorrelated to markets. Also, in this type of markets, they are very illiquid because we are into one buyer, one seller, and also the investments in these kind of markets are usually locked for years before investors can crystallize their returns. So now that we understand the pain, we can understand why we founded Brickken. And this was basically to connect companies with private markets that are managed by retail investors looking for investment opportunities to generate passive income. How do we do this? Through tokenization. We have broken down the purchase process brick by brick. This technology allows us to digitize any kind of asset, break it down into smaller parts that are considered tokens that have equal rights and same value. By doing so, we're reducing the entry barrier for the retail investor to jump in and be able to fund these kind of initiatives for any kind of company. Our technology makes it possible for anyone to access this investment through what we call tokenization as a service, become a fractional owner, create their own portfolio of assets. While we are high tech, legality and compliance always comes first. Why? Because we want our users and clients to be able to interact in an environment that is compliant free, that's compliant secure. Our platform can allow any company to self-crown themselves through the use of security token offerings in ecosystems that work 24/7 and all with the easiness of a few clicks. We have already performed security token offerings, and our clients are amazed what this technology is bringing to the table. A technology that knows no frontiers and is actually going to change how we see the world once tokenization unlock all the deposits and real estate that are currently inactive in the EU, obviously, but around the world as well. Our business model is based on an issuance fee. That means when with an security token offering is executed, and a success fee. That means on the money that is raised. And we are also having an API and white label in order to be able to comply with the requirements of our clients and are currently develop a decentralized applications that is going to be funded by our own utility token. We have a very diverse client of companies that want to tokenize, and we're currently on our private stage of our ICO for the BKN utility token, which has allowed us two things. We have already generated more than €500,000 in our funding, and we are capped at 2 million. And we have created a community of about 30,000 members that are believing not only in what we bring into the table, but in Brickken itself as a brand. Brickken is only possible to its co-founding team. We have the blockchain specialist, the digital lawyer, the hedge fund manager, the skillful media buyer, and the growth hacker. We believe we are the pieces that can solve the tokenization equation, and we can believe that also the Brickken itself will become a prime player in the tokenization world. So this is bringing us to the current situation. We will begin our roadshow for our seed round quite soon. That will allow us to further expand our team, create more brand awareness, and also engage more with our community. The world will be tokenized, and Brickken will be playing a major role in this new era. Thank you very much.
So, I think we lost Edwin for a second. Maybe the connection is wrong. Can we check something? I think we're checking.
What happened here?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Sorry, I thought we lost you, but we lost someone else. Yeah, sometimes it happens. Yeah, the journalists can ask questions. Sorry for that.
Can you maybe elaborate a bit on the clients that you're targeting? I mean, you said you have a very diverse pipeline, but still, what kind of companies are interested in this tokenization?
So basically, even institutional players are trying to approach the digital management because they believe it's going to be more easy for them to become asset managers in a liquid world. But we have companies, mainly startups or I would say early stage that are looking for funding. And we have understood based on the data that we have gathered that our prime player will be someone that has a digital product or a digital service because we're supplying a digital funding. So it's easier to captivate the encourage of the investors to jump in this kind of products. So for example, next in 2 weeks, we have an STO to perform on an NFT marketplace. The NFT marketplace is using the STO to fund the EAO for them, which is 150K. But they're building all this gamification on the investor, providing them access to early stage of NFTs, access to the metaverse they're building. So in the end, this is kind of like the prime player that we're looking for. Someone that has a digital product that can use the STO as fund, but also to allow them to engage and transform the investor into a client of future services. But if we don't have this, we have also the common ones. A lot of real estate players are coming up and seeing how we can digitize their assets, even like I said, private funds. We have the common ones, but based on the data we have gathered and the year of experience being out in the field, we really want to go for that digital native company that has a product and service where we can gamify the STO with another layer, NFTs, metaverse, EA, augmented reality, whatever. This is what we're really looking for.
Interesting. Quick question I have on you mentioned you're in the seed round, right? If I'm not mistaken. Are you raising equity on the token, and what's the details, and how do you deploy that money?
So this is we actually delay our seed show based on the performance of our token. We had a half a mil with a 10-20%, but the tokenomics are what can I say? We're doing very good. We're selling 25% of our supply at 0.10 with a 20% discount. We already is half a mil. If we reach March 1st and do the IDO on Uniswap correctly, us funding the liquidity pool, I have in my balance sheet 40% of the supply. That means I can
Sorry,
easily
I
say
need to
that
stop
I'm
you
gonna have
here.
4 mil
We have run
or
out of
40 mil
time.
at a time stamp.
Yeah, thank you so much